In this video, I'm going to show you why this is true, and in the next video, I will justify these three. So for the time being, let's just look at this. So consider a right angle triangle where the hypotenuse is 1. So this length here is 1, and let's say the angle here, it could be any angle. Let's just call it x. So what is this length here? Well, that length there would be, well, let's call it z. So we know we've got to use sine. So sine the angle, which is x, equals this length, which is z, over this length, which is 1. So z divided by 1 is just z. So we know that this length here is simply sine x. So we know that this length here is sine x, and this length here we know is going to be cos of x. So this length here would be cos of x. So now consider this this triangle being trapped inside a rectangle, inside this rectangle. So here you've got another triangle here. You've got a right angle triangle here. I hope you can see that. It's this thing here. So this is a right angle triangle here. Let's just call this angle here. Let's just call this angle here. Hang on. Let's just call this angle here. It could be any angle. Let's just call it y. So what is this height here? Hang on. What is this height here? What is this height here? So here you've got another right angle triangle inside here. So that's your right angle triangle. This is a right angle here. What is this height here? Let's just call this height z. Our job is to work out that height. Well, what is this angle here? This angle here is a combination of these two angles. So this angle here is actually x plus y as one angle. So this angle here is x plus y. So we know the hypotenuse is 1, therefore we can work out this z. So we know we've got to use sine. So sine the angle, which happens to be the combination of these two angles. So sine the angle, which is x plus y, equals this length, which is z, divided by the hypotenuse here, which is 1. So that height there is simply, this height here is simply this block here, which is this, by the way. And then later on, it turns out that this height here is the combination of these two, which I will show you later on. So the idea here is me trying to show you that these two are equal. It's me trying to show you that this length is the same as this length. So let's start again here. We know for sure that this length is this thing here. So let's try and work out these two. But before we do that, let's try and work out this length first, and then later on we will try and work out this length and then add the two together. Okay, so let's try and work out this length. Let's call this length z. This is a right angle triangle here. This is a right angle triangle here. So let's try and work out z here. So z is from here to here. So it would be sine the angle. In this case, the angle is y, because we are looking at this triangle here. So sine y equals z over this length here, which is cos of x. Cos of x. So z equals sine y times cos x. Sine y cos x. So this length here is this thing here. So so notice that that this block here is this block here. Later on, this length here will be the same as this thing here, but leave that for the time being. Our next job is to work out this length here. Well, before we can do that, I need to work out this angle here. What is this angle here? Let's call it theta. What is this angle theta? Well, let's try and work out this angle theta here. What is it in terms of? Because remember, we only know 1, x, and y. We don't know the angle yet. We want to express this angle in terms of 1 or y or x. Let's just call it theta for the time being, and let's try and work out theta. So our job is to work out this angle theta. Well, this is a right angle triangle. What is this angle here? Well, this angle here would be, well, you know that all the angles inside a right angle triangle must add up to 180. So if we use algebra, this plus this plus, let's call it beta, plus beta equals 180. So we know that 90 plus y plus the angle beta, we're trying to work out beta, must come to 180, because all the angles inside a right angle triangle must come up to 180. So now take away 90 from both sides, so that would be 90 y plus beta. We're trying to get beta on its own, so take away y from both sides. So beta equals 90 take away y. So this angle here is 90 take away y. So let me clear this. This angle here is 90 take away y. So we want to know this angle here. Well, this angle here is, well, all the way around here is 180. So let's use algebra. This thing here plus 90 plus theta must be 180. Put it into an equation, work backwards to work out theta. So let's start again here. This angle, which is 90 take away y, plus this angle here, which is plus 90, and then plus this angle which we're trying to work out, theta, must come up to 180. So now simplify this. Single number, let's merge these two together. So that would be 180 take away y plus theta equals 180. These two cancel each other out, giving you minus y plus theta equals 0. And then you want to get theta on its own, so it's just add y to both sides. So theta equals y. So as it turns out, this angle here is y. So this angle here is y. What that means is, whatever this angle is, this angle here will be the same. That's what it means. So this angle here is y. So from that we can work out this thing here. So let's start again here. We know that this length here is sine. So looking at this small triangle here, this is a right angle triangle here. So looking at that small triangle, this length here is sine of x. This angle here, we worked it out earlier, it was y, and now we can work out z. So we know we've got to use cos. So that would be cos the angle equals z divided by this length here, which would be sine of x. So what is z? Well, times sine of x to both sides. So cos y times sine of x equals z. So notice that this thing here is exactly the same as this thing here. So this length turns out to be this block. This length here turns out to be this block. And then so the combination of the two, the sum of the two, would give you this whole length. And earlier we said that this length equals this. So the two must be the same. Okay. So in the next video we will I will justify these three. So we've shown that this is true. In the next video I will justify these three. Okay.